Welcome, YouTubers. In today's clip, we're going to go over several things, some of which you're going to see here and now. The bug out vehicle, the trailer, the bug out bag, and the drone. And over here in this corner, we're going to go through the all-in-one survival shovel. Let's do a deeper dive on the Hyper Racing 1800 watt foldable electric off-road scooter. I have done a lot of modifications to it, as you can see. Is the stock model, it is foldable. You pull the pin, pull this lever, the steering stem folds down. You pull this pin, you pull the seat post, and you can remove the batteries out of here, and this gets very foldable in a trunk or a back seat. It is able to do that. Remember, YouTubers, that my modifications I do at my own risk. Your modifications you need to do at your own risk. Let's get started. In this configuration, my cell phone goes here, displays miles per hour. I have a tachometer. I have a display here that shows me the output voltage of the Stormcat generator from Harbor Freight. This is a display that comes stock that shows me the battery level of the onboard batteries, ignition, key switch, horn, thumb throttle, brakes. I have also added a little tool bag, a little grab rope, so it's easy to grab the front end of this, and it just hangs in here. I added a front fender. I changed the off-road tires, the knobbies. The nylon knobbies I wore out in 50 miles or less. You ride them on hard pack and they are destroyed in no time at all. I have also added another kickstand on this side. I have also added a tool pouch here on this side. The Harbor Freight Stormcat generator, I have added an output shaft on it so that you can put a centrifugal clutch and then the driven wheel. The gear ratio on this is, the smallest I could get was about 1.5 inches. The biggest I could get down here was a 12-inch, and the gear ratio on this gives me about a 30 miles an hour range. And believe me, 30 miles an hour is fast on one of these. The other modifications I did, I put on a kickstand on this side, little tool bags here and there. It does have running lights, which you can see, and running lights and brake lights. You can see here brake lights. So you can go without lights, or you can go with the lights. I did put on a little ball so that I could tow the little trailer. That little trailer is about a 200-pound max payload, and I did some modifications to it so that it can withstand the abuse that I give it. This is on the electric only. Although the engine is running, I am not using the gas power because I'm very, very slow and a lot of balance here, as you can see. Now this is full throttle electric. Then I'll hit the gas. I'll do a turnaround. As you can see in this configuration, I have a bug out bag that I have in a configuration where I can pull it with this. As you can see, it is capable of going across the grass. Now, of course, this isn't the ideal scenario, but you can see that it is capable of doing this. This scenario also lends itself to a carry like this, hands-free. I can do the same scenario. I can maneuver this modular 120-pound plus bag. Remember, the modular part of this bag allows me to get it down to about 60 pounds. And yes, it is a backpack, but if I'm able to roll it, I can hang a lot of modular parts on it and carry a lot of load. With the added power plant from the Harbor Freight Storm Cat generator with an output shaft, I can get a lot more pulling power out of this 1800 watt Hyper Toys Racing foldable electric scooter. And we'll give you some details on that next. Other things that are going to be in my pack are going to be food, clothes, self-protection from the elements, as well as insects and animals. Also, protection from airborne environment. A little bit of a deep dive on the bug out bag. This is my creation, and you've seen it in action. It is a standard backpack. It does have shoulder straps and a gut strap. It does carry a lot of things in here that I'm not going to tell you about, because it's nobody's business but your own of what you carry in your bug out bag. But I will tell you that it does have modular capabilities. If you want to carry a heavy load and you want to keep it modular, if you need to drop components of your bug out bag, a modular bug out bag is the way to do it. So for example, I want to drop a component like the first aid kit. That is an all-encompassing first aid kit, everything in there. If you want to drop an ammo bag, if you want to drop your gun cleaning kit, if you want to drop your outdoor survival shovel, which I will explain that right over here in just a minute. You can get that on eBay and Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. There's also going to be other things, your water, other ammos, other things that you're going to find in tool packs, quick access ammo carriers, big bolt cutters, katanas, survival knife. Why do you have all this stuff? You can quick access this stuff. If you need to get in and out of something that's got a lock on it, you need a way to get in and out of it. Properties, a storage shed, anything to get cover. The all-in-one outdoor survival tool. Let's take a look. Let's open it up. For those of you still watching, we covered the bug out vehicle, we covered the bug out bag. Now we're going to get a little deep dive into what about perimeter management? How do you defend, observe, detect? Well, one of my ways is with a drone. This is the Hubsan H501S. It does have an HD camera in it. I have done mods to the controller so I can see exactly what's going on in this camera here. In a static situation, with, you can see I've got rubber bands and a little Velcro on the bottom. I have a static battery that this can sit on, where the internal battery is not being used because of the Y adapter, and it basically just sits on a big battery. And if I'm running the camera full time for detection, video detection. If I see something I want to go investigate, I can use the controller to lift off of the standby battery. It will self-disconnect because of the Y adapter, and I can go and fly and go and take a look at whatever it is I need to look at and come back. And I can see it all and record it all on an SD card internally, and I can also see it on the display screen here on the controller. So let's go for a little ride. I'm going to look down at the speedometer. Hopefully you can see this. Right now we're just idling. But just to show you that it is off-road, right now I'm just operating on the gas part. And we'll give it some throttle with the electricity. And you can see it's actually doing pretty good. Even without the knobby tires, it grabs this loose, wet grass pretty good. We'll just motor on down here while we're warming up. This air-cooled Storm Cat 2-stroke